What is going on, everyone? Corey Maru here. Today, we got a quick new update on SEGA's upcoming Streets of Rage movie from Lionsgate, and it looks like the project is still moving forward with some major creative changes behind the scenes. If you enjoy SEGA content and updates like this from me, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos. And now let's bump our bare knuckles and see what's going on with the Streets of Rage movie. According to Variety, the Streets of Rage live action film is still in development at Lionsgate. However, the project has now assembled a new creative team. The film was originally announced back in 2022 when Lionsgate acquired the rights to adapt Sega's classic beat-em-up franchise. Since then, updates have been quiet, so this is our first real sign in a while that things are progressing again. At one point, the script was being handled by Derek Kolstad, best known for the John Wick and Nobody films. Both film franchises are critically acclaimed for their non-stop over-the-top action, with Nobody being one of my personal favorite action films. Kolstad has now exited the writing role, and now the project is moving forward in a new direction with some very familiar names for fans of the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Pat Casey and Josh Miller, the writing duo behind the Sonic the Hedgehog films, are now officially writing the Streets of Rage movie. Now this is a pretty big deal, as these are the same writers who helped turn the Sonic films into a billion-dollar franchise while balancing fan service with mainstream appeal. And that balance is exactly what a property like Streets of Rage needs if it wants to work on the big screen. On the directing side, Jeymes Samuel is now attached to the project. Samuel is best known for The Harder They Fall, a film praised for its style, energy, and heavy use of music as part of its storytelling. He also directed The Book of Clarence, continuing that bold creative approach. Lionsgate and SEGA has said they wanted a filmmaker with a strong vision for Streets of Rage, and Samuel's style seems to line up perfectly with that goal. And that matters because Streets of Rage has always been defined just as much by its music as its gameplay. As for the plot of the film, the only clue that we were provided can be seen on Story Kitchen's website, where it says, as citywide riots rage, an FBI agent and a city cop must transport a high-profile witness who's about to testify against everyone, from the mayor to the local crime bosses and gang lords. Only by trusting each other and working together can the three of them survive. With the movie now heading towards a different creative approach, things may have changed since then. However, the film is expected to lean heavily into what made the games iconic. That includes its memorable cast of characters, its gritty urban setting, the influence of its electronic DJ soundtrack style, and the classic beat-em-up action the series is known for. So while we don't know the exact story is yet, the intention seems to be clear. Streets of Rage, also known as Bare Knuckle in Japan, first launched on the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive consoles in 1991 and quickly became one of Sega's defining franchises of the 90s. It stood out for its co-op gameplay, intense street fighting action, and legendary soundtrack composed by Yuzo Koshiro and Motohiro Kawashima. Even today, the music is still considered some of the best in gaming history. The series returned in 2020 with Streets of Rage 4, which sold over 2.5 million copies and brought the franchise back into the spotlight for a new generation, with a new entry on the horizon. With that kind of legacy, it makes sense that SEGA is now exploring a film adaptation alongside other SEGA IP. Currently, there is still no release date announced for the Streets of Rage movie, as it's still early in development and things can definitely change. But with this new creative team in place, it does feel like the project finally has momentum again. Personally, I feel like this is a solid creative pairing, as you've got writers who've already proved that they can successfully adapt SEGA games with the Sonic movies through feedback from fans, combined with a director who has strong visual identity and music-driven storytelling style. If handled right, we could be seeing a fun action-packed Streets of Rage movie, but we'll have to wait and see how it develops from here. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Pat Casey and Josh Miller handling the script? And do you think Jeymes Samuel is the right choice to direct a Streets of Rage movie? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this SEGA Transmedia news update, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.